Oh, it's raining. Hello, lovelies. Happy Sunday Nunday. How are my lovelies today? Hope you're all here. Come on in, let's get busy. I'm gonna sneeze. Of course I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I just shut all the windows up and it is pouring cats and dogs out there. Hi, Carlos and Angela, come on in. Good to see you. Hi, Martha. I usually don't start the show with sneezing, but I'll tell you what, this rain is fabulous. Thank you, Rebecca. You're so sweet. Hi, Joanne. It is just, you know, it's a really rainy. It started getting warm and kind of hot and muggy, and then boom. They're all saying bless me now. Thank you. You guys are all so sweet. I guess we're on, yes, Gesundheit indeed. Hi, Sheila from Charlotte, my pediatrician friend. How are you doing? Sarah, hello. Come on in. Hello. Are you sharing this, by the way? Hello, gorgeous yourself. My goodness. Boy, do I need a hairdresser. Let me just say. I got a text message from my hairdresser saying that they were open for starting for business, you know, and I'm just a little nervous because he's in a little square box that is super tiny. It's in one of those Sola Spa, you know, type of a things. I think they're a franchise, and I like them because you can just get, you know, you don't have to go wading through, you know, everybody's stuff. You know, they're usually a little bit more expensive, but you don't have to go to a salon and wait your turn to get your hair washed and stuff like that, which I don't like. Anyway, so I'm just reevaluating everything. What I need are some highlights, you know? How about you? Where are you in the whole hair thing? You know, I saw people with nails falling off and all kinds of stuff, but you know what? I am so glad I'm over that. We're talking, today's Nun Day. Who's with me? Nun Day, no bra, no makeup really, no problem, just hanging out. It's Sunday, Nun Day. I love it. Today's quote, yeah, I'm ready to shave my head. Everybody's ready to shave their head. Well, I am going gray in a patchwork type of a way. If I was going gray all over, I would definitely consider it. But when your crown is gray and you've just got little spots of gray all over, you look like, you know, there's might be mange going on or something. I don't know. Right now, all I can say is that I wash my hair, I'll do it all up, and then I'll say, ponytail. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today's, the quote of the week is a new one, and it's this: there is no influence like the influence of habit. I love that so much. Think about that. Think about that. There is no influence like the influence of habit. Sarah, I'm 62 too. I can't be going gray, but I am. I've got gray parts anyway. I'm rocking 62, I don't care. I'll tell everybody I'm 62. No problem. I'll be 62 all day long. I feel good. I've got my health, you know, vibrant. That's my middle name. I'm going to be vibrant. How about you? I am vibrant. That's the thing of the day. Sprint starts on June 8th. You know, tomorrow is Memorial Day. What are you making? Are you going to have some friends over and do some things? I mean, what are we doing? So we are having Marla and Robert over. And Marla and Robert are pretty much the only people that we socialize with. We made a decision on that. We made a decision because we had socially isolated and done our thing and this, that, and the other thing. Whatever, you know? I'm going to tell you right now, having friends that you can get together with, sometimes we just need somebody with skin on, don't we? So I'm just really excited. Mark has all of these ribs that he has rubbed down and done all this stuff with. I'm making a coleslaw. Marla's making beans and potato salad. It's a little off the rails kind of a thing. But you know what? It's Memorial Day, and we're just going to pretend as if the weather is good and that we're at a big picnic. There you go. I want to make Sprint food. Go, girl, you go make Sprint food. We had Sprint food this week with the salmon and the avocado salsa. That's from the Sprint recipes. Is that one of the favorites? Everybody has told me that they love this, which I understand because it's one of my favorite recipes. It is absolutely delicious. We do it when we're not sprinting. And incidentally, that potato leek soup that I made yesterday, off the hook delicious. And I'm sure it's going to be even better today. We ended up, I was smoothing it out and everything. That's how Mark wanted it, so we did, and it was just wonderful. Sprint food is from our Sprint 7-day kind of a detox anti-inflammatory program. It's free. You can find it at savingdinner.com. It's right there. Just you'll see this hot melt Sprint. Just click on that and you can sign up for it and join us for the next group one, or you can start anytime. But it starts June 8th. So if you see my ads, and you will, they're everywhere. If you see my ads on Facebook, like them, share them, and say something sweet, would ya? Just simply because I had a few trolls. You know, trolls are just an issue. Yesterday when I was watching Marla's, we are administrators on each other's pages because we've got each other's backs. That's what best friends do. And when I was there yesterday at watching her tea time, she had a couple of trolls in there saying sexy mama and stuff like that. And I just ban them, get rid of them. I did it for them. I'm there to help. This week is Sunday. Well, we're starting Sunday. And you know the drill. If you order $200 worth of products from our shop, and we have all kinds of supplements in, some are in and some are out. We're waiting on our supplier. This is part of the whole pandemic song and dance, you know, it's the whole song and dance. Anyway, if you order $200, you'll get a free Mindful mug sent to you. Mindful mug helps us to be mindful for our meal. We think about what's on our plate. We think about the portions we're going to be having and the way that we're going to be chewing and all of that. Being mindful and present with our meal. It helps us. I don't know about you, but I need that. Don't you need that? I have old ingrained habits. I call them the Oregon Trails of my life, really, and in my brain. And I just want to go fast and eat fast. Well, come on. That's just not right. If you put Digeszymes, this is my product, Digeszymes, and you know, if you have missing a gallbladder or you have, you know, bad digestion and you've got like bloaty whatever going on, or maybe you get constipated, if that's you, and or you feel like you eat a steak, you should start using Digeszymes with your meals. Game changer. And you know, women over the age of 35, we lose our ability to digest like we used to. We just do. That's just part of the whole equation. Sorry about that. As we get older, we lose a lot of stuff. I think we should gain things, like gain all the good stuff that we take for granted when we're younger. But that's, you know, I didn't design the human body. I'm just here to help you out with it. Digeszymes is like having the digestion of a 25-year-old. How's that? That's how I feel when I take them. It just makes all the difference in the world. And listen, your digestion is critical. Your digestion is one of the most important things, because if you're not getting your nutrients out of your food, you're in trouble. So let's just even do. She said she gets heartburn. This takes care of heartburn. Helps a lot. I've got different people. Listen, I have trained a lot of people on how to do Digeszymes, and you start with one, you work up, and you know, that's it. You just, if you have to take more, you have to take more, but they make a difference. And the thing is, people think, oh, well, I need Rolaids and all of this because I just don't have, you know, I've got too much stomach acid. That is not true. As we get older, we do have diminishing stomach acid. It's just walking its way up your esophagus. So the Digeszymes help you with the digestion down in your stomach. That's a biggie. It's a game changer. I would also suggest, Maggie, for you, try apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon, and about 10 ounces of water 15 minutes before you eat. Don't drink a lot of water with your meals either. The digestive enzymes start in your mouth and they work all the way through. And as you're, you know, you have like this peristalsis, that's just the movement of the food going all the way through your body. And as those muscles move, the enzymes come out. It's such a cool thing, the human body, isn't it? And but it's less than we would like optimally. So don't forget, ships free is the code. You put Digestimes in the cart, anything and everything is shipping to you free, but you have to put ships free in the promo window. You can find all of this on the Saving Dinner website. You can see all of our supplements. We have some in and we have some not in. So just be patient with us. We have ordered, we have gone way and above the norm and have ordered a whole lot more, so much so that it scared me to order this much, but I know you guys are ordering them from me, and so I'm saying to you, thank you, and I am working so hard to keep them in stock. What kind of brand of chicken do you use to make your broth? Whatever I can get. Usually it's an organic chicken, but lately, you know, I haven't been so quite on top of it. But Trader Joe's has organic chickens. Coleman's have organic chickens. But when I get the feet, I get the feet. We get the feet wherever we can get the feet. The feet. Do you like my feet? There it is. Don't forget too, we have the Body Clutter Wise Women's Supplements. We call them the Core 4. Everything you need is in this Core 4. And I'm gonna bet you dollars to donuts. Maybe I shouldn't do that. You're deficient. This is why I developed this line with a formulator. I did that. It's all the stuff that you guys need. I am cooking today at 4 p.m. Eastern, right here, downstairs in my kitchen. I have zero idea what I'm gonna make. Maybe a coleslaw, maybe a coleslaw. Maybe I'll show you how to use a mandolin. But you know, I'm telling you, these little cooking lessons, I'm getting little comments from people saying, I made this, I can't believe I made this. This is one of the best things ever. Blah, 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 blah. Do you know how much that just thrills me? It thrills me to no end. And I thank you so much for watching these little cooking lessons, showing you how to make whatever you have. You know, make dinner out of whatever's in your pantry. Makes sense, doesn't it? And don't forget, when you go to savingdinner.com, there's a little pop-up that comes up. I know it's annoying, but you get to have all of our, you know, we send out, I would call them assets, right? This is really carefully curated content. I give you recipes, I give you tips, I give you all kinds of stuff, nutrition information. It's all there, and it goes out daily in a daily dish. So, you know, it's not salesy and everything. Sure, we'll tell you about a supplement or something like that. But honestly, what I am interested in is educating. Education is everything. Have you noticed that the more you learn, the more your world expands? Have you noticed that? And so does your empathy, and so does your mind, and so does your world. It's an interesting thing. Friday is always Q&A. So if you have a question, send it in to me. Question for Leanne on Friday in the subject line, and send it to support@Saving Dinner. I appreciate that. Thank you, ladies. Rebecca says, I read your emails and love it. And Michelle loves dinner answers for the dinner plans. The dinner plans are fabulous. Dinner answers, $7 a month. You will get that forever and ever, amen. If you support us, that's part of our big core of being supported, you know? And we support you right back with menus, recipes, and shopping lists, no matter how you eat. We're agnostic about that, you know? We're agnostic. You eat the way you eat. If you eat food, I've got a plan for you. Sounds like Elizabeth Warren, doesn't it? All right, so that's $7 a month. You can find it at savingdinner.com. All right, today I wanted to talk just a little bit, just quickly, and I'm not gonna hold you forever and ever, amen, but you know, I was thinking about this whole idea of self-respect and what does it mean? Because, you know, we are told at an early age as children, respect your elders, respect, you know, your teachers, respect these people who are all in authority. But very seldom are we taught to respect ourselves, right? We're not, really. You know, we have a limited education, at least especially women in my age demographic. I mean, we weren't taught that stuff. I think it was just sort of assumed. But then we have struggles with our self-respect, and we have struggles with all of our things, and we find ourselves in a place of going, yikes. And we find ourselves in a place of saying, you know, we don't even have any dignity left for ourselves. And I just want to brush up against that for just a minute. I don't want to like get all in it and up in your brain about it, because I think this is a topic that's well huge. And there comes the lightning. Get ready. I saw it. Can you guys see the rain outside through my windows? Just and how dark it is. Sorry, off topic. There it is. But self-awareness of who you are, your value of who you are, it's based on who you are, that you are you. It is based on just that and that alone. It's not based on what you do. It's not based on the work that you do, or the parenting that you do, or the anything that you do, or the relationships that you have or don't have. It's not based on any of that. It's based on the fact that you are the daughter of the King. You understand that, right? It's based on the fact that you're well loved and that you're put here on purpose by God at this time for a reason. And that's the reason why we need to have self-respect. That's the reason why we need to have dignity. That's the reason why I have to understand that we're priceless. I just love that so much, because you didn't have to do anything to get that. You were just born. And if you think about the odds of being born, and think about what it took in order for you to be born, that one egg, that one sperm, that one particular time coming together of your parents and having this child, and the odds of you making it out of the uterus and into the world are pretty phenomenal when you consider the whole big, huge picture. It's really crazy. So I love that when we think about this, and we think about that we're just like, we think that we're just this little speck. You know, I always think about Horton Hears a Who, you know, that little speck on the dandelion. And we are somewhat like this little speck on the dandelion. But we're so important. Horton hears that who, and God hears us too, with our little tiny little voice down on that little dandelion. I think about these things sometimes and I just go, wow, it is so cool. So then who am I to not leverage the self-respect on myself? Who am I to not do this? Who am I to not have the dignity to stand up to this self-respect, to love myself, to have self-esteem, and to be pretty darn proud of the fact, even if I haven't feel like I've, accomplished all the things that I want to, who am I to not give myself the respect that I deserve? Rebecca, he not only knows the number of hairs on our heads, he knows the number of the number of hair. Okay? So if I hold a hair like this, God knows that that's hair number 575. That's how intimately he knows us. That's how much he loves and cares about us, that he knows that about us. That much detail. And yet we brush ourselves off. We say, well, I'm no good. I can't do this. I don't have that. I'm nothing. We're priceless. And I think the problem that we have here, and get this, write it down, and put it on your head, okay? Put it on your head, put it on your eyeballs, and listen to me for a minute. You are so important, but your reason that you are not respecting yourself or having the dignity that you need is because you're not connecting to yourself. We need to connect to ourselves. We need to connect to others. This is what makes us humans. This is what lights up our lives and makes us feel like we belong. We're all failures. We're all people who feel like we just, unless we're doing something, unless we're running around and pleasing everyone, that we're not worth our salt. You know, we all get into that place. But let me just say this. when we stop for a minute and understand how we got here, the big picture analysis that I just gave you, then we know that we matter. Then we know that we're here on purpose. And then we know that nobody can take your place. You are a child of God, put here on purpose, right now, at this time, for His particular reason. And it's up to you to find that purpose. But first of all, you need to connect with yourself. You need to connect with yourself. You need to connect with your values. You need to connect with your belief system. You need to live it out. We're all people pleasers on some level or another, but it's time to outgrow that. Because when we can outgrow this people pleasing, we can start pleasing God. He's the one that needs to be pleased with us. And we need to understand that He's given us all talents. He's given us all capabilities, and He's given us this wonderful brain that thinks. Connect with that. When we connect with ourselves, we're connecting with our own true north. And you know, if we can connect with our own true north, we can find the way. We can find our way. That is enough. It needs to be enough. We're priceless. We are incredible. We're not entitled. You know, we're not entitled and we're not owed anything. But we need to understand how priceless and how important we are and how incredibly amazing it is that we're even here in the first place. Can we start with awe? If we start with awe and work ourselves through, we can start to see these things. And you know, we don't need the how in front of us. We don't need to know exactly what our purpose is or mission is today. What we need to know is how special and incredible and important we are, because we've been chosen to be here right now, chosen to be here right now at this time in this world. And that's enough. Connect with that, because that's your true north. And when you connect with that, knowing the pieces are going to fall into place, knowing that you operate off a true belief system, knowing that you're operating with self-dignity, with self-respect, and in a way that is pleasing to you, that's enough. It's not going to be perfect either, by the way, but it can be excellent at any time that you make that decision. Any time. We are here on purpose at this time for a reason. Amen? You see that? You feel that? You hear that? Yeah, you're not a mistake. You're not an accident. I don't care if your parents say that, like, oh, well, we weren't expecting you. I don't care. You were here, put here. You were assigned this time. Now it's time for you to rise to the occasion. That's it. That's all I'm saying to you. Rise to the occasion. Look for the evidence, right? You've heard me say this before. I have 2 statements and 2 questions for you. The statements are, what you think about expands. If you think about your self-worth, your self-dignity, the self-respect that you need to have for yourself because of who you are, the daughter of a king, that needs to expand. And if you think about this one too, that life is always working on your behalf, you're going to see the evidence to support that. It's going to show up. Now my questions for you are this. What is the story that you keep telling yourself that's making yourself feel so bad? Are you disconnected from your true value? Are you disconnected from your self-respect? Can you see right now that that's just unnecessary and that you can connect to it at any time? You can do that. And the last one is, will these thoughts help me create the vibrant life that I want to lead? Will they? That's all there is to it, you guys. It's very, very simple. And these are the things that we talk about and we look at and we preach on every single day, especially if you're in one of my coaching programs. I push this on you all the time. Because if you do want to live a wonderful, vibrant life, then you need to connect with all these emotions, and you need to connect with the true essence of who you are. That is your true north. You are worthy of that. That's it. That's all I got for you. Nunday, you guys. Nunday Sunday. Connect those dots. And thank you again for all the shares that you've brought a lot of people into your community, and I appreciate all of you more than you know. You are my connection. You've kept me sane during this whole time, and I appreciate all of you. And I also appreciate all of you who've shown up to do the sprint. My goodness, we've had thousands go through this program, and for good reason. It gets you results. So check it out. Go to SavingDinner.com. It's free. Just get it, grab it, be a part of it. You can start at any single time that you want to, anytime. But we've got a lot of people who are starting on June 8th as a group, and that is fun. I love looking at you guys and all your comments. It's fantastic. Thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And Rebecca, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. We are here every day, Monday through Monday, every single day at 1 o'clock. And at 4 p.m., we're doing something in the kitchen, always. So I'm going to go get on that and figure out what I'm doing in the kitchen at 4 p.m., and I will see you then. And don't forget, if you want to continue to support Saving Dinner like you have been, pandemic pricing for dinner answers, $7 a month. You support me, I support you. It is a working relationship that works. Thanks for doing that, and peace out, guys. See you at 4. Bye.